are talking about the top stories in 2015. And before we went to break, Annie read to us the top story in November, and we are still praying for Paris. So we just want to talk about this once again. A lot of terrorist attacks this year. Yeah, where were you when you heard about the Paris bombings?
I believe I was actually just at work doing the normal work routine and just having all of these things coming and updating constantly about how there's like shootings and then there's bombings and like 1,000 people in a room. It's just really sad to see that we have all this terror and fear in our world, and I think that it's important that we come together as a community, no matter what our beliefs, to pray for these people, to pray for the war going on, and to just pray for an end to terrorism.
Yeah. Oo, Ani, napakasada, no?
Oo, tsaka apektado din tayo dito dahil dumadami rin ang mga shootings na to na minsan tinatanong natin na baka kasi nalalaman natin na may mga ganito dahil ganun ba kaya others feel na kaya rin nilang gawin, 'di ba? Yung mga ganun. Pero nangunguna dapat ang, I think, human life. Diba? So, talaga bang kailangan manakit ka ng ibang tao at madamay sila sa inyong mga struggles and battles? Maybe meron talagang lugar na kailangan nyo itong pag-usapan. Hindi ba dapat doon tayo tumungo?
Oo nga naman.
Diba?
Oo. Okay, and ako naman, for this next story, I wasn't there during this time, pero talagang apektado din ako. Pag-usapan natin yan. APEC na yan, for those that don't know, the Asian Pacific Economic Conference happened last November, or this November, recently, 2015. Annie?
With the theme Building Inclusive Economies, Building a Better World, this year's Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation, or APEC Summit, gathered prominent heads of state and business leaders from member states and territories in Manila. The Philippine government allotted 10 billion pesos in hosting the annual meeting of the 21-member Asia-Pacific economies. Held on November 17 to 20, the global leaders, which included President Barack Obama and Chinese President Xi Jinping, discussed some of the region's most pressing issues, including economic integration, trade liberalization, sustainable growth, and international security, particularly in the South China Sea.
Yan, okay. I was supposed to go back to the Philippines, but it was declared a no-fly zone. And when I went back, it was the week right after APEC. Talaga naman, you know, you can see that they blocked off the squatters area. Apparently, the squatters pinulot at binigyan ng pera para umalis dun sa area na yon. There was so much traffic. But in hindsight, a lot of people are saying that it's a good thing for our country. So there are two sides of the story. Yeah? What do you think?
I think it's great that the world is coming together to discuss these important issues, even the United States. I believe I saw a picture of President Obama wearing a barong.
Yes!
Pretty cool.
Yeah. I put that on my Instagram. I was following the official photographer of the White House. Oo.
Yeah, at saka minsan, hindi lang naman during this time, pero maraming beses na rin na parang pinagtakpan yung mga iniquities natin sa Pilipinas, yung mga tinatakpan ng mga squatters.
Matagal na yan, di ba? Imelda pa?
Oo, yeah, ginagawa na nila yan nun. Na-date nga tayo ng konti at nalalaman natin yun. Pero mahirap kasi talagang solusyonan ng problema ng Pilipino na tungkol dyan. Kasi it's also in the culture, there's a struggle in politics.
Yes.
Kaya tuloy, tas parang, you can also look at it na hindi na tayo natuto, lagi tayong nagtatakip.
Ayun.
I'm pretty sure people know na nagtatakip tayo and they don't also feel so good that we have to cover up.
That's right. Okay, and let's move on to this laglag bala story. Nako, pinag-usapan talaga yan.
The proliferation of the alleged laglag bala bullet planting scam at the Ninoy Aquino International Airport was exposed in November after a number of victims came forward and accused security and airport personnel of perpetrating the crime. The extortion modus operandi, which involves airport security personnel who plant bullets in order to extort money from passengers caught with a bullet inside their luggage, has already reached international headlines. Just this year, the Philippine National Police Aviation Security Group has recorded 105 alleged incidents.
Okay, I was very, very nervous when I went back to the Philippines.
Did you shrink wrap your luggage?
Well, you know, what I did was I noticed how many people talagang binalot nila yung kanilang mga maleta ng plastic, di ba? And we have footage for you that I personally took that I'd like to share with you. Anyway, magbabalik kami here on Kababayan Today. We will wrap up our top stories for the year here on our show. Join us. This is brought to us by Asian Journal.